as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the New England Patriots. The Eagles ready to defend their NFC crown. The 2023 season underway from Foxborough. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
Set.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Well, this really an interesting matchup here in Week 1. Of course, you got the Super Bowl 52 rematch to talk about. No Nick Foles or Tom Brady on the field today, but for the Eagles, it's been a long wait to get back at it again since the loss to the Chiefs back in February.
And no Zach Ertz. Was it a touchdown? Was it not a touchdown? In New England, they're still upset over that call. But, hey, this game is going to be a blast because the Eagles, they didn't feel like they put enough pressure on the quarterback in the Super Bowl. They want to really get after him in this one.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That has lots of leg behind it. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They go play action with Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 1st down, Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. This is Smith with a grab. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 42 yards. And the Eagles have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something, when you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jalen Carter. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And taken at the 46. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. 3.5 to go, first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. He'll get this down to the 38. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 8. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Hurts sets up to throw it. It's caught. Smith. He'll get it inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. That's a quick strike out to Watkins. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Hurts changing up the play. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we
looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the return will stop right around the 25. Brown goes in motion left. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Play action. Here's Hurts. Being chased out left. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Swift going to try up the middle. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season openers. They're able to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Omaha!
21-3 is your score after one. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Here we go, get set.
Throwing Jones. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. A big play there for New England. 42 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Now Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Elliott will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
Here's Jones. Gonna throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
On now the rookie 4th-round pick, Chad Ryland, for the Patriot field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Hurts. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert, 40 yards. And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Patriots 6. Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half score.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Motion left, Smith. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Good.
Throwing is Hurts. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offense wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones finding Bourne here over the middle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now a play fake here on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Flush to his right. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 15. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
At the 16-yard line.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. How about this? He's to the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 84 yards. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott good on the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And he's going to have a Patriots 1st down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend.
It's a new season.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman
after their
ready
first
with
half
our
of
EA
football.
Sports halftime
So for the call of the
report.
second half here
Coach.
in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
97.
Now it's the backup Mariota. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
On the return is Jones. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now Jones wants to change it up.
Here we go. 11. Hi.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. There he goes, right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 108 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. From the 25, here's a second down and 9. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Now a give right side Swift. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Incomplete. It's now second down.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And good work there in open space, and he's got this all the way down now to the 32. That good for 19 and a first down.
Let's go.
First down, Philadelphia.
Hey, check mega.
The slot man in motion right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming.
Okay.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
Ready.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift taking it in from the 20. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
On 2nd down, Swift. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
It's a room to maneuver. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 37. A good pickup there at 22.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Check smash. Ready?
They'll run right here with Swift.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
A run for the former Seahawk. It's Rashad Penny.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
1 yard gain.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset.
From the 20, here's the 2nd and 9.
Ready, ready.
Here's Mariota, option left. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Check white. Ready.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the season.
So for the Eagles, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New England, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.